We've arrived at Deep Creek Preserve, a free camping location near Port Charlotte, Florida. Let's go check it out. Deep Creek Preserve is located just off a paved county road, and it's about 3 miles from Interstate 75 and Walmart and a bunch of shopping down that way. Here's the entrance to the free camping area. Let's go check it out. You have a large parking area right outside of the gate. You'll need a free online permit to access the gate. It's locked and you'll need the code to get in. So I'm just inside of the gate. That's the entryway to the free camping area there, but as soon as you come in, you're going to find this kiosk, and you have trail maps right here. That's real nice of them to provide the trail maps. And here is a map of the camping area. I pulled one of the maps out of the box. If you decide to camp here, there's all kinds of hiking here. See, there's hiking and equestrian trails that go all back through this wilderness area. Right now I'm going to take you down into the free camping area, which is this cleared area right here where the handicap marker is. Deep Creek Preserve is administered by the Southwest Florida Water Management District, and you can go to this website right here to make your free online reservation. Melody and I were here a few years ago, and we really like this camping area. It is big rig friendly, and you have a lot of open area here. If you have solar, this is a good place to soak up solar. They also have shaded camping sites. That's a campsite right there where that picnic table is, dead ahead. So this sort of makes a loop, this road right here. And off to my left, here's a shaded camping area. You got a couple picnic tables and a fire ring back in there. And here's another perspective of that same campsite looking out toward the perimeter road. Something to be aware of, let me turn around so you can see where I just walked from. There's the entry gate back there. And here's the first campsite off to the left that I just showed you. But if you have a big rig, I went and come down this, what I call the outer perimeter road, because you have a height clearance issue with that tree branch right there. But and I'll show you when we make the loop, you'll want to come down with your rig in that big field and just follow the field down. And then there are more campsites underneath the trees down here I'm going to show you that you can access from that field. So that's the way I would recommend coming, approaching the campsites if you have a big rig, because of that tree limb right there. So after you clear that tree limb, that's the tree limb off to the right I just showed you, it opens up back in here. You can see there's a large open area on this side of that clump of trees. And then you have a fence line off to your right, and there are cattle in there. You'll see cattle. There's a porta potty off to your left down here. I'll give you a closer look at that. Let's go. They have water here. I believe it's non-potable. Let's go down and take a look at that. So here's the water station. This is an equestrian campground. You don't have to have a horse to camp here, but it is designated as a equestrian campground. And this is non-potable water right here. And the spigot is right there. And this is why I do the water checks. The water does not work. It's not turned on but that's not to say they won't turn it on when they have campers in here. Right now there's no campers in the camping area, and they'll know whether there's going to be campers here because they issue the permits. Here's a look back at that first campsite when you pass the tree I showed you with the low clearance. Just to orient you, there's the water spigot, the non-potable water spigot. And as you can see, you can position your rig so you get some shade if you don't want to sit out there and cook in the sun. If you're depending on solar, of course, you can pick a site where you can soak up some rays. This campsite right here is a favorite. I've been here before, and there was a big fifth wheel in here, and as you can see, you have shade right there, and you got the picnic table and your charcoal grill and a fire pit. And of course, they do have a porta potty set up here at Deep Creek Preserve. Okay, now I'm standing in the corner, far corner of the camping area, and you can see you can come all the way down from where the gate is, down this back side of the camping area, and it's basically a big field. And then you have a couple more really nice sites in the center of your screen there. I'm going to show you those. The porta potty we were just at is right down there, along with that other campsite. But wow, 100% free camping in South Florida at Deep Creek Preserve. I mean, this is pretty nice. Here's a nice campsite just on the other side of this live oak tree. But my favorite site is going to be just off to your left there. Let's go take a closer look at that site. Yeah, if I were to camp here, this site right here would be the site I would select if it was open. The sites aren't numbered. It's first come, first served. They have a certain number of, permits they'll issue for the area, and you just come in and pick out where you want to camp. There is, I'd position my rig so that it's just outside of the tree cover here, but you would still benefit from the afternoon shade because the sun's going to be that way, and that big live oak tree there is going to give you some shade against the sun in the late afternoon. And that's where I just walked from. This is the campsite to just show you. That is my preferred campsite for this camping area, right there in the center of your screen. And right next to it, there's not a picnic table set up, but you can camp right here. You could get pretty much full solar right there in that big open spot. As you work your way down, back down through the campground, again, you don't need to be next to a picnic table to camp. Here, you had a smaller camping configuration, or you're camping in a Class B, you could wedge yourself right up in there. That'd be a nice spot. And the same right in here, this would be another place where you could wedge a small camping configuration up in there, small travel trailer or whatnot. And then if you wanted, again, full solar all day long, that first campsite along with the picnic table, as you first come in, you could set up right in there, and you're not going to be in the pathway of people entering and exiting. I've walked back to the rear of the property. There's something else I wanted to show you. Just behind me here is the start of the hiking trail. This is where you can access multiple hiking trails. And you just follow this this path. And what I want to show you is we're up in here. So this path will connect you to all these different trails. But specifically what I want to show you is you can follow these trails on multiple different routes. You can go up this way and then back down. But there is this is labeled B. B is backcountry camping. You can hike out to here, and this is the Peace River. It's a very scenic river, and so that would be a neat hike to hike out to the. You can hike out all the way out to the Peace River if you wanted to. But there's plenty of hiking trails right here at this free camping area. Since we retired almost 3 years ago, Melody and I have been all over the state of Florida scouting free camping locations. And I'll tell you, this camping location, Deep Creek Preserve near Port Charlotte, Florida, is one of just a handful of free camping locations that is big rig friendly that we would come back to. I think I'm going to leave it here. I'll have the upload and download speeds for Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile in the written video description on YouTube. I'll also have the grid coordinates for this free camping location in the written video description as well. If you like these videos, like and subscribe, and I'll see you down the road.